The short answer, for those that are going to scroll fast, long answer next. Short answer is mealworms fit the lifestyle I had at the time. I started 9 years ago for chickens that we had while working a full-time job in corporate America, which was probably 50 to 60 hours a week just for that, plus travel 50 to 60% of the time. And so mealworms were very forgiving in the sense that I could prep them all on Sunday, get them all set in the farm, much smaller building at the time, and then leave for 4 or 5 days, come back, and they'd be okay. They weren't thriving, like it wasn't as efficient as it is now since it's my full-time gig, but it worked. And so that was the reason that it stuck. And then eventually I've tried superworms. I had maybe 2 trays of dubia, and I've done soldier fly. And the superworms are very prone to diseases, and a colony will be wiped out very quickly, even if you do everything right. And so I got frustrated with them and gave up, which really frustrates me because I had a lot of really good processes for superworms. But dubia roaches just never took off for me, weren't super interesting. And what the longer term answer now is the mealworm building behind me now, 2,100 square feet, it is constantly changing. And that keeps my brain engaged with little microdoses of dopamine. It fits my brain style. I feel very, very much like I have ADHD, 100% self-diagnosed. Like I haven't gotten tested or anything, so it's just what I think based on everything I've seen and heard and experienced. And so things are constantly changing in there, but there's also routine and rhythm. Like today I'm gonna wash 200 trays. That's 2 hours of work at least, which is just monotonous, mind-numbing work. And that helps my brain decompress. And then the process stuff in there, the constant analysis that has to happen. A good example of that right now is the new HVAC. So there's a new HVAC in there. It's a different style of heat. So my previous one was pure electric heat. This is a heat pump. And so the type of heat that comes out is going to be different than the other heat. And I don't know how that's going to affect the mealworms. We are also now in a scenario in Missouri where it's 39 degrees right now, so the heat's on. And then it's going to get to the point in the afternoon where we might have to cool it. And so I have to play with the heat cool temperature settings to make sure that I stay in a good range for the mealworms. So there's that constant like checking and, all that stuff that we come to social media for and are, somewhat addicted to. I get that from the analysis and the process improvement stuff for mealworms. Soldier fly, I'll get back to that once the market develops a little bit for it. I actually produced too many live larvae. I didn't have the market for it. I want to do local delivery, and those that would use it, like pig, poultry producers, things like that, it's too big of a risk right now because the feed market, you can go buy a bag of feed and get consistent results without rocking the boat. And so soldier fly larvae will rock the boat in the sense that, like, if I'm a pig producer, I have my feed regimen, I have my process. If I change any of that, that is a huge risk. And right now is a terrible time to take risks, right? And so it's going to take the right scenario, the right opportunity, but then I'll get back into soldier fly in the future. But yeah, mealworms are they're not easy. They just fit me very well. And so that's kind of how things landed that way. Add in a lot of luck, a lot of opportunity, a little bit of hard work, and here we are. I think, a question for Wally, I think that this was discussed in that extremely long interview we did, which was a lot of fun. When is that going public? I can't remember, but that might be a good one. I don't know if you want to mention that here, Wally. I'll tag you in a comment so that you watch this whole thing while you're working. But yeah, thanks for the question.